Lucky tasked with stopping SJB crossovers to UNP. Patali gets close to Sajith again. Namal sidelines selected MPs. Ranil in a dilemma. Liquor, vehicle permit talk amid election fever.
The leader, දේශයට මග කියන ප්‍රවෘත්ති පෙළගැස්ම.
Lucky tasked with stopping SJB crossovers to UNP. As parties prepare for their May Day rallies, the focus is on how many SJB MPs will go on the UNP stage on that day. A party senior met President Ranil Wickremesinghe along with Ravi Karunanayake, Harin Fernando and Ronald Pereira on Monday afternoon. The UNP will hold its own May Day rally and show its strength. Then, you and the other 10 to 15 SJB MPs can join us to give us a big boost, Ranil told the SJB MP. The party senior replied, "Sir, the party cannot bear to see Sajith now. He is becoming stubborn by the day. Even Harsha does not like his giving priority to Lakshman and GL." Going on, Ranil said that internal trouble should be allowed to worsen and should be worsened. "If you join us now, that trouble will be solved. That is disadvantageous to us. I have told my media unit to target Sajith and attack him." So it is unlikely that any SJB MPs will join the UNP on its May Day stage. But Sajith keeps a close watch. He has launched a secret effort to rally those disgruntled MPs around him again. He called his senior advisor, Lakshman Fonseca, presently in the US, and told him to take immediate steps to resolve their problems. Lucky assured him that he would get to work soon after he returns on Tuesday. Maybe the goal is to keep them with the party until the presidential polls end. Or else, they will have to tag along with a leader who seems never to change his habits. Patali gets close to Sajith again. Even amid this talk of crossovers, it is said that Sajith Premadasa is now in the lead. Because of that, several ruling and opposition MPs are reportedly trying to get close to him. Last week, URF leader Patali too met Sajith with General Secretary Madhuma Bandara acting as the go-between. A week ago, when he told his leader that Patali wanted to see him, Madhuma Bandara was told, "Please don't bring him to me. Just days ago, he spoke very badly of my parents." Madhuma Bandara said he would take care of everything and pleaded with him to meet Patali for 5 minutes at least. "Some of our people believe I am eyeing the premiership, and because of that, I am not allowing those like Patali to come near you." In the end, Sajith relented and the meeting happened. Both conversed in a cordial manner for a long time. In the meantime, several SLPP MPs telephoned Lucky, who promised to meet them upon his return from the US. There is also talk that Freedom People Congress MP Professor Charitha Herath too is going to join the SJB. An independent from the upcountry who is at odds with Charitha says he hasn't done that already due to a personal reason. Had he joined along with ex-ministers GL, Nalaka and Dillon, he would not have any hopes of getting a portfolio. That seems to be Charitha's concern. Anyway, Charitha had a one-on-one discussion with Sajith recently. He was given an appointment no sooner than asked, although he had been attacking Harsha and others in the SJB lately. Sajith has reportedly made him 3 offers: co-leadership in Kurunegala district, electoral organiser position in either Katugampola or Kuliapitia, and a deputy secretary position in the Samagi Jana Sandanaya. Looks like Sajith is not happy with the SJB MPs from Kurunegala, after hearing that 2 of them had obtained liquor permits via Sagala and sold them to 2 businessmen. Last week, Professor Channa Jayasumana inquired from Charitha about his reported move. "That's a lie. Had I wanted, I would have joined along with GL in December. That one is planting fake news," he replied strongly. Previously, Charitha as well as Dulles batted for the NPP during their media briefings. Apparently, they still await an answer from that party. Namal sidelines selected MPs. Ranil in a dilemma. The pro-Ranil faction within the SLPP that wants him for another 5 years now faces being sidelined by Namal Rajapaksa. Colombo District MP Premnath C. Dolawata said says he is deeply disappointed with some in the party, as certain leaders do not care about him and have given him no positions, although he has committed his life for the party. Dolawata made these remarks speaking at a New Year festival for preschool teachers, organised at Buddhadasa grounds in Bataramula by the New Alliance. He said he too will support Ranil, with no other candidate in sight. In the event Ranil decides to face the presidential polls together with the Rajapaksas, most of his supporting MPs who are opposed to the Rajapaksas are planning to become independent. Namal Lanka, since his return from the US last Saturday, summoned his MPs and discussed that at length. They decided not to go on the UNP stage on May Day. Several MPs from the north and the east, too, have sent Ranil messages that they will not support him if he continues his links with the Rajapaksas. So, Ranil is now in a dilemma. Recently, he told a senior from the Lanka faction that he will contest independently, but that he cannot refuse if Rajapaksas support him. Namal and his associates discussed this at the former's official residence at Malalasekara Mawata. How can Ranil be independent? He went on stage in Kuliapatia as the UNP leader. The UNP is holding the May Day rally under him. How can he be independent? Namal said, adding that Ranil's plan was to form a UNP-led alliance by luring some from the SJB and the SLPP. Namal stressed that the SLPP will definitely field a candidate, with Damika Pereira consenting to contest in agreement with Mahinda's policies. Will things happen according to what Namal plans? On Tuesday morning, Minister Prasanna Ranatunga told a meeting in Udugampola that we should not even think about handing the country to an inexperienced individual. It is Ranil who allowed the Rajapaksas to face the people and do politics again, while stabilising the economy to some extent at the same time. That is why SLPP seniors want him given another full term in office. Liquor, vehicle permit talk amid election fever. An opposition Tamil MP from the central province obtained 2 liquor permits with a promise to join the government. Then he sold them for Rs 20 million to 2 businessmen in Digana, according to Lanka Deepa. A Nayaka Thera of a temple in the area summoned the duo and inquired from them. Both have admitted it. There was speculation that 200 liquor permits had been issued to MPs and others with a promise of their support to the government at elections. Sajith and his men raised it in Parliament and vowed to cancel those permits under a government by them. Now, the latest is that 7 more opposition MPs have obtained liquor permits from the government. 2 each of them are from Kurunegala, Gampaha and the southern province, while the other is from Colombo. Some find that quite reasonable because members of the present Parliament didn't even get a duty-free vehicle permit. In the past, most MPs covered their campaign expenses by selling their vehicle permits. According to Parliament sources, economic hardships have forced nearly 40 MPs to use low-cost small vehicles. Last week, nearly 150 ruling and opposition MPs handed over a letter to the Speaker with a call to grant them duty-free vehicle permits before the elections. Sajith, Kiriella and Erin are strongly against it, saying it is very unreasonable to make such a demand at this time. Now that duty-free vehicle permits cannot be given, the powers that be could be trying to give them a few liquor permits and calm them down. Will that be a decisive factor this time? Many say they don't have money to spend on campaigning. It is a very bad precedent to exploit and belittle the people's mandate in this manner. Voters themselves should avoid falling prey to false promises and vote buying and decide their future correctly. That's it for today.